Khan. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakakadash. We give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who were well, and salutation to the hopeful elect. I'm going to jump straight into the scriptures. I'm going to title this video, the Sabbath or Shabbat. This is Exodus chapter 16. I'm going to start at 23. It say, and he said unto them, that is that which the Lord hath said, tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which ye will bake to day, and see that ye shall see, and that which remaineth overlay up for you to be kept until the morning. Right? This scripture is saying, the Sabbath on the that seventh day, or whenever the Sabbath fall, you supposed to do what you supposed to do before then. The Lord said, bake what ye shall bake. See what ye shall see. Because you're not supposed to do nothing on the Sabbath, man. And even though we in this Esau's rulership, so we know, like, if we gotta go to work, we still gotta go to work because we still gotta pay bills and whatnot. But to the best of our ability, we supposed to still keep this Sabbath. So we not supposed to use fire to cook, on the Sabbath, man. Verse 29, I'm gonna jump down to 29. It say, see, for that the Lord hath given you a Sabbath, therefore he giveth you a 6th day, the bread of 2 days. Right, man. Like I was saying, man. That seventh day, that's the rest day. That Solomon feast day, man. You supposed to bake your bread, cook your food, whatever you do, before the Sabbath. It say, abide ye every man in his place, let no man go out of his place on the 7th day. Right. So the people rested on the 7th day. Like I said again, that 7th day is the Sabbath. Slakia. I'm gonna jump. Grab a precept. This is Isaiah 66, 23. It say, and it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, said the Lord. And in the scripture it's telling you, like, every new moon, is a Sabbath. That new moon is that new month. That's where that word moon come from. Month. So every new month, is a Sabbath, and the 7th day after that, is the Sabbath. Let me jump to grab another precept talking about the Shabbat. I believe this is it. Khan. This is Psalms chapter 81, verse 3. It say, blow up the trumpet in the new moon. Right. Just another point to show you, that this is talking about the Sabbath. It say, in the time appointed on our Solomon feast day. Right. Because that Solomon feast day is the Sabbath. That all of Israel is supposed to, keep to the best of their ability. It was easier back then, because we didn't have, as much shit that we got to do now. Like a job that will make you work on the Sabbath. At the end of the day, not to digress, but Esau, he know the scriptures, man. So he did everything he did on purpose, and this is why he is going to go into captivity, man, and get judged, according to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. I'm gonna grab another precept. Bear with me. Salakia, I just passed it. This is Ecclesiastes. Oh, Salakia. I don't think it's Bear with me. Bear with me. Right, yep. This is Sirach. You know, Ecclesiastic is better known Sirach. 43. I'm gonna start at 6. It say he made the moon also to serve in her season, for a declaration of times and the signs of the world. Right. And when we grab a precept, that's the spirit. I'm gonna jump to Genesis chapter 1 verse 14 and say, and Yahweh said, let there be lights in the firmament of heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and seasons and for days and years. Right, man. You know, that's how we are supposed to keep up with our days, months and years, man. You know, by the the sun and the moon. You know. That was your proper precept. I'm gonna jump back to Sirach. Right, man. Right. It said he made the moon also to serve in her season, for a declaration of times and the signs of the world. It say from the moon in the sign of the feast, which is that Solomon feast day, as a light that decreases in her perfection. Verse 8 say the month is called after her name. Right, man. Like I was saying, that word moon, it come from month. Month come from moon, Salakia. Increasing wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of heavens, which is just talking about the sky. So, Lord willing, through the Spirit, this video was edifying. Well, Salakia, I'm gonna jump back to Genesis, but Lord willing. Salakia, I'm gonna grab verse 15 too. Salakia, it say, and let them be for lights in the firmament of heaven to give light upon the earth, and it was. So I'm not trying to digress from the topic of the Sabbath, but just for still edification's sake, I bring out these precepts to show you that we is originally supposed to use the sun and the moon, to keep record of time. And to know from the seasons, and day from night, in the months, in our Solomon feast day, which is that Sabbath. So with that, I hope this was edifying. I'm gonna give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Salakia Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah Kodash. Again, double honor to the apostles and elders and great millstone who rule well. And salutations to the hopeful elect out there, presents words sincerely through the four corners. With that, shalom.